Let me tell you why you should be humble. You should be humble because God's got so many blessings stored for you when you are humble. It's just something about a humble person or a meek and kind person that I find a lot of solace in and gratitude for, because all of us as human beings are capable of doing so many things. But yet when we become humble, we begin to think outwardly and we begin to think about others. We begin to realize our true strength of what we are capable of. We realize that the true strength in that lies in how we approach the situation or how we approach and act on it. For example, if I am a fighter and I'm a professional boxer and I know that I have the ability to beat the average person, then I would not exercise those abilities because that would just make me look weak. It's like I'm fighting someone who doesn't have the skills or knowledge to defend themselves. But the true strength lies in knowing this and making the choice to act on that action with humility. To walk away. Taking the humble approach is turning the other cheek, as the Bible tells us to do, to turn the other cheek. If your boss tells you to go 1 mile, go 2. If your spouse wants X, give them X and Y. That's what humility is taking the humble approach and, doing the just because. Why should you be humble? You should be humble because it will give you peace. It will give you the strength to overcome things and to beat things that you might not have thought that you could because of the blessing that God has on you in your humility. Also, it helps you and teaches you love and how to love others. You're denying yourself when you are a humble person. You deny yourself for the sake of other people. Or sometimes you deny yourself in order to help other people. Humility does not create stumbling blocks for other people. Humility steps aside in love in order to serve other people. Humility is also an act of service. Why should you be humble? You should be humble because it helps you in your life when you are humble. See, you might have times where people will mistake your humbleness for weakness. They may think that because you are receding or retracting from the action that you obviously have the capabilities to do, that you are weak. They may think that they can take advantage of you. They may think that they can talk to you certain ways or treat you certain ways, when in reality, that is not the case. But see, humility keeps you grounded. Humility keeps you stable. Humility keeps you spiritual. It keeps God in you. And it takes God to be humble. In this world that we live in, people tell you to treat other people the way that they treat you, not treat people the way that you want to be treated. If you want to be treated with kindness and respect, then you should be kind and respectful to others. But that's not what the world will tell you. The world will tell you, treat them the way they do you. If they treat you harshly, treat them harshly. An eye for an eye, or a tooth for a tooth. And that is just not the way the Bible encourages us to do. When you are humble, you are spreading love. You are spreading kindness. You are spreading good deeds for those who clearly do not understand. Because if they understood, they would understand the benefits that come with being humble. They would understand the progress that could be made in their lives, in their own lives, if they were a humble person. If we all were humble people, there would be no wars. There would be no homelessness. People wouldn't be going hungry. If we were all humble people, everyone would be promoted. There would be no, I'm bigger than you. There would be no need for validation to be number one if we were all humble. If we were all humble, there would be no motivation or no push to step down on people. A lot of sports eliminates humbleness. It then goes from being a game of fun to being a competitive sport. And then from that competitiveness drives decisions, or it drives a way of life, meaning this game is now your survival. It is how you make money to eat, make money to live. This game now is how you take care of your family. It's how you live your life. It's no longer a game anymore. It's life now. But if we were all humble, we would not have to worry about that. We would all be in peace. We would all have love in our hearts, and we would be helping to make our community a better place. Why should you be humble? You should be humble because God was humble.